We're back with another installment of Rice Talk. This is your host Cam, and we have
Bryce.
back with us in the building. How you feeling?
Feeling good, man. Good. Glad to be back.
Glad to have you back.
Glad to be back, man.
Guys, if y'all don't know how this goes, we give y'all the facts. We give y'all, our takes, our rants, our opinions.
Mm-hmm.
So if you like all of that, come join. If not, just stay for a few moments, get my engagement up, and when I'll prove to you why you should stay. First, a little off topic, what we're going to be getting into. Today, we're going to be doing like a little food throwback and be, what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. How do you feel about Philly cheesesteaks, though?
Philly cheesesteaks.
What are your thoughts on it? Like, just throwing it out there. Like, I just was thinking, like, I know it's somebody right now eating the hell out of a Philly cheesesteak with probably loads of toppings.
You can't go wrong with a Philly cheesesteak, especially depending on who make it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, just know you better not be working out right after. It's gonna sit on your stomach for a little minute.
It's like a little.
You definitely gonna feel sluggish eating the whole Philly cheese. So it's like you don't want to do nothing too strenuous after you should, but it'll be hard.
How's the bread on the Philly, or how was the bread on the Philly you had? I'm not like a Phillyologist. I'm not really,
a Philly connoisseur.
Yeah, so, put me on. They're like beignets. They're one of the things. It's like, it's a proper way to eat them. You're only supposed to.
As long as it's fresh, it ain't like nothing too crunchy and nothing like that. You can't go wrong.
Because I have seen people use hoagie buns. And I've seen hot dog buns.
Hot dog buns?
Yeah.
On a Philly cheese.
It was a reach. It was a huge hot dog bun. It was bigger than the normal. So I don't know where they got it from, but it was like a hot dog shape, but it was like a hoagie size. Crazy. Crazy.
Like Subway sandwich bread.
Yeah.
I'll probably use something like that.
Bread like that always weighs
like
real
that.
heavy. Probably because it's
like the French bread or something.
Oh yeah. What's your favorite bread type? Like, you getting a sandwich. All right, like a chain.
French bread, sub bread.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
You can't go wrong with that sub bread because that's the kind of like that's the best one because that's what
the
they
best
meant
texture,
to be
the best
type shit.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't too hard, it's chewy.
Yeah.
But it ain't too soft.
Yeah.
And it holds the sandwich.
You gotta eat it right away though.
Yeah.
If you don't, like, it turns into like an emotion of a combination of shit. It still slap, but it kind of turns into
just
a bread softness.
Because it can soften up too much. Yeah. You put too much sauce and stuff on it. And they get all soggy.
Damn, my ratio really changed with sauce through the years.
Like what you mean?
I really used to like be a dunker. Now I'm more of like I might get a little, like you dunk a burger, you dunk like in ranch or like whatever sauce, right?
Mm-hmm.
I used to really like dunk, but now it's just I might like go off the top, like get a little sauce.
I never did like dunk a burger in no sauce though.
I'm thinking like chicken tenders, fries, burgers. That's really all I
put
did.
the sauce on the burger.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Dip it though.
I started off like that. I never used to dip. I never used to dip.
What made you start dipping?
I don't know. Maybe I gave in. I gave in. Truthfully.
Only time I will say only time I have dip was like Chick-fil-A sandwich and like Polynesian sauce.
Oh yeah.
And then that, like if you don't put it on the sandwich.
Yeah, I used to be heavy. I would never dip. McDonald's, back in the day, back in the
day, way back.
Man, when like McDoubles and hot and spicy were like $1, actually. For real. Like I just really
it was legitimately $1.
I really just aged it, but but that's when I used to like take my sauce and pour it on the top and like put the bottom back on top, or I would not dip. If I had fries, I never really dipped my fries.
You never dip fries in like sweet and sour sauce?
Nah.
Or barbecue?
I just used to like eat my fries like separate. Like, yeah, I didn't ask for
I used to eat dipping sauce just for the fries, for real.
No, honestly though.
If I'm eating nuggets, get you a 20 piece in the fry and get some sauce.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I had a nugget till I was like 22.
Not even as a kid.
I think I did. I did, but I really didn't. Because I guess in my head, like, I didn't order it myself, so it don't count. You know what I'm saying? Or like, I didn't pay for my first nugget probably to about like 20 something type shit. Like,
dang.
Because I guess in my head,
I mean, that kind of makes sense though. Yeah. Because every time you go out with your parents, they'll buy it for you.
Facts. I mean, the sauce didn't.
It's like until you got old enough to stop eating nuggets.
That tangy barbecue hit. It hit.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just the breading with nuggets. I never was hot on it because it's like I can eat fried foods, but I can really just can't eat too much of like just fried, like just really bad, or I guess, like fried substance.
Man, that was a go-to for every kid though back in the day. Man.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
didn't like mayonnaise and mustard and stuff as a kid.
How you feel about?
And they used to put that on your burgers and stuff all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, let me just get chicken nuggets.
A lot of it too sometimes.
And they'll put way too much.
You know anybody you grow with that like had plain burgers, like just plain burgers?
Yeah, I was the one eating the plain burger.
Yeah.
So I used to be the one to go to McDonald's, get ketchup and pickles only.
No, I'm talking about one of them kids.
Just meat and bread?
Yeah, like say y'all had like an event for a school or some event. You got 25 cheeseburgers, but Kevin, he got to have plain.
He got to have just meat and bread.
Yeah, like meat and bread. Matter of fact, a coach might take the cheese off to the side. He slapping the shit back on the burger, close it up. Kevin, where you at? Everybody else over there eating cheeseburgers. Crazy. But like that'll be the one that can eat pickles, ketchup, mustard, mayo. What's my meat and bread? You know, some people meat cheese and bread. I'm talking about meat and bread.
I knew one of my coworkers back when I worked at one of the gyms. And she would just eat sandwiches with meat and bread.
Shit crazy.
No mayonnaise, no nothing. Just meat and bread.
You add your own sauce or something? I don't know. I'm talking shit.
I'm like,
But that really gets us.
I got no lettuce, no nothing. Just
eating a dry burger really is crazy work.
That's crazy.
It make you
to each his own though.
How they feel in the head. I mean, no shade to like that, but like it's just
ain't nothing.
You eat dry burgers.
I understand like no mayonnaise.
Yeah,
I can't stand mayonnaise.
Because most people think plain, like at Whataburger, if you ask for a plain burger, they give you everything except like mustard.
Except the sauces on it.
Because it's like because some restaurants you got to do plain and dry. Because if you do plain mean no vegetables, but dry mean no condiments. So it's like some places you ask for a plain burger, they still on some whooping shit though. But the science of late night cravings has always, speaking of Whataburger, like they kind of
because they Whataburger, Crystal, Waffle House. Who else stay open late? Don't IHOP stay open late? Somewhat.
I feel like they do, but if I'm not mistaken, I feel like every time I've been
I think they used to
near one
at some point.
They close at like one, or like I feel like I've been at ones that like they said they were open late, but it's like they closed at like 1 or maybe 2, and I feel like I don't know, that's not really that late for me. It's some fast food restaurants that stay open.
McDonald's used to stay open late too. I don't know. McDonald's.
Thank God for them McDonald's employees that was up there.
That was staying up overnight.
But that ain't bad as closing at like 6. Hell, I mean, at that point, you might as well stay open, I guess.
Might as well stay open.
Because, some place, like, I mean, I think Taco Bell? I don't know. Am I tripping? But I feel like Taco Bell
stay open late too.
They used to sell it like they stayed open late, but like, how late did they stay open? Or what's the latest you ever seen them open? Or you ever gotten them?
I don't know, because I ain't used to be out super late like that.
That's what I'm thinking, though.
It's like, the thing about it, I was never that hungry to want to go get no fast food that time.
I'm not that hungry that late. Like
that late till I want a whole meal.
I want
like 12 in the morning.
A number 2, and also can I add? It's like, yo,
like, bro, it's 1 in the morning.
Your digestive system is begging, please,
and please stop.
But those are the people that just get the midnight munchies and.
Nah, I can't. That's too much food on your stomach going to sleep.
What's like? I know you don't like partake in it now, but like, what was like one of your more favorite snacks? Or like in our area, what do you think is a very popular like late night snack? I know ramen noodles is probably one just in general.
Yeah, in general, like Hot Pockets, or like pizza rolls, bowl of cereal.
What kind of cereal?
Like, whatever.
Don't forget that ice in it. Don't play. Don't play.
Don't play about that ice.
We don't play about that ice. And he gonna let you know how many cubes every time, because I forget.
4.
Thank you. 4
to 5.
That's why it leave me.
It just depends on like what kind of cubes too, though. For real.
Okay.
I'm saying you get like the if they big enough, you put about 4 of them in there.
Yeah, it depends on your ice maker.
I'm saying depend on the ice maker.
The politics of ice is crazy. You think about it. Like I know some people that'll really like go a quarter mile a direction for a different type of ice. Like, oh, this Circle K has Crushed ice.
Man, that Zaxby's ice is undefeated.
See,
like if you like to eat ice, the Zaxby's or the Canes. Zaxby's and Canes got some good ice.
People that like eat ice, they all have this one motion, and you know what it is? They just shaking like the cup. Yeah, yeah, like they be. You know how like somebody that gets a fresh pack of cigarettes and they're like,
they got the.
You see somebody with a cup of ice, man. I'm talking about they be over that
shake it. They be
eating the damn thing though. You would
smacking on the ice.
Man, you would think it's a bag of chips with like. Ooh, side note. You ever seen people like it was this era? I don't know if it's still going on. People used to really like try to make a meal in like chip bags. Like they used to like,
oh yeah, somebody putting
maybe like I know hot sauce is really not crazy. It's really not too crazy, but
hot sauce would go cheese,
hot sauce,
some ground beef and stuff, all in the chip. That's big bag act, man.
What we doing? Crazy. It's not even enough chips in there for that.
Ain't even enough chips for all that.
You like to be honest, like let's be honest, as consumers, because we buy shit every day.
Mm-hmm.
What chip bag are you making? Like, are you putting all that shit in and it's holding it? Unless you're getting like a bigger bag,
not the whole part, but just like
it have to be though. If you think you putting you had to put like a tablespoon of ground beef, a scoop of cheese, but you know they putting like a cheese,
and just ground shaking beef. It up,
and they ain't being smart about it. You putting that on 4 chips. You know they put more air in that body here. Shrinkflation. I'm on to you.
Shrinkflation.
Yeah, make stuff smaller. Prices go crazy. They go crazier though. Yeah, no, we all had our guilty pleasures though, from pizza rolls to ice cream,
ramen noodles, cereal.
My favorite, probably at its peak, was just I don't know. I eat a lot. I used to be dumb. I eat a lot of protein before I go to bed.
I'm saying this was back in college days, man. You ain't ate all day.
I would eat like.
Or you staying up studying all night. You ain't ate. So you throw some ramen noodles in the microwave.
I might eat 10 traditional wings, 5 chicken, because it's like I might have skipped dinner or something. So
yeah, you didn't skip because I'm been in class all day.
On me, time to eat. Got home late, studying, editing, putting that shit out for y'all type shit.
Right. Leave a like, subscribe to.
No, for real. Plug it up. No, but now I'm more like if I do it, like it's gonna be like healthier options and more.
Yeah, like bowl of grapes or some fruit.
Fact.
Grapes, strawberries.
Do some, and the reason fruit and vegetables, like on like some like no like crazy shit, like the reason that they kind of help when you trying to like snack is because you actually got to chew it. Like when it's in form, you actually got to chew it versus when it's a juice
and break it down.
Smoothie, it's already, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect to smoothies, one bit, because smoothie freak. Well, not really.
I love smooth. I ain't had smooth in a long time.
It just takes so damn hot now. It's
you make them at home now, man. Just get some ice, juice, fruit, blend it up. Good.
That's one of them things I'm gonna buy because in my daily life, I've never had that many ingredients readily available unless I like intentionally kept them. And with certain dishes like that, I've come to just kind of realize it's really more trouble for me to keep the stuff at home than it is for me to go grab it. Chinese food, for example, I've made Chinese food at home from scratch, like Oriental Market, Publix, all that. Like I got everything I needed. Right, it took me like an hour and a half to make all that shit. And you know how much I spent to make that? Like
some time.
I spent probably 10 times more than if I just would have went around the corner
to Panda Express or something.
And like I remember eating it.
It probably tasted better. The quality was probably better.
It did, and I had a lot more of it.
Probably had a lot more left.
But it's like I gotta store it. The shrimp fried rice, for example, I gotta eat this quick because it's shrimp.
Yeah, because of the shrimp.
That's
why I usually use like chicken.
The sweet and sour chicken, it's fried or like that batter that doesn't last long. Man, literally, I didn't have to do the price. When I was spending groceries, I was like, damn, okay, it's gonna be good. This is gonna be good. I finished. I was like, my kitchen mess because I had to use every dish.
Yeah, all the dishes you got
because you got to strain. I had to buy a wok. By the time it was all
the thing about you ain't got to buy all that stuff again.
That's
you
okay.
Got to buy the food.
See, you just gave me the other side of it. You right.
You bought everything you got now. You don't have to buy no more. All you need to buy is just the food.
That's fact.
Food and sauces.
That's fact.
And that's it.
That is like the upside of
cooking. That's the upside of cooking. Like you got to spend all that money on the stuff.
You're set up for each piece.
Set up for like future.
Up front are a little heavier, but your payoff in the long run is going to be
long run
more consistent, or you'll have a payoff.
Exactly.
Good things take time, but let's move on. The business of late night fast or just late night food has probably dropped a little to me because even a little before COVID, places were closing just a little earlier, just because of people really don't.
It was like because we couldn't really go anywhere anyway because we had that curfew.
Well, even before
So
COVID,
places couldn't stay open late.
that whole dining in atmosphere of everywhere was really
Kind
declining,
of
or it
dying
was
down, especially like
transitioning.
with fast food.
Yeah, so it
When
was.
nobody really dying, everybody just on the go now.
And they were seeing it, and they would shut down at like a 10, 11, maybe a
Especially what
12.
really messed that up too was whatchamacallit, curbside pickup.
I think that was
Because
their
you just
transition.
that's the
It
transition.
was their transition. I mean, it's just
You
certain
don't have to go
places
inside no more.
that if you saw it, like you look forward, you can kind of tell the dining out or the whole like group thing was just not like a thing as much. But the companies that were ahead of it started doing it early. But the ones that
Yeah.
were kind of behind, they didn't
They
probably
had no
start
choice.
doing
They
it.
had to go and get with the program.
Yeah. COVID kind of got them right. Like
Kind of got them like, yeah, let's go ahead.
Chick-fil-A was like, their ordering system, everything was well equipped way before. Like when all that stuff happened, it was fine. But think about all the companies that like had to change like 2020. Like notice like all their apps changed, everything changed. But it was only because they kind of reactionary, as a company. Like,
Yeah,
you don't
they
want to be
kinda-
reactionary. You want to be ahead because when it get there, you'll be ready.
You be prepared.
Yeah. Like Whataburger was not ready. Like their app, I ain't gonna lie, shout out Whataburger's app. It just got good. Taco Bell's app for late night stuff is decent. Everybody app wise really don't have an app that's late night because you got your Whataburgers, your Sonic.
Sonic.
They might hit you and say that the app like or online is like not working. So be careful with that. You got your Sonics, your Whataburgers, your Taco Bells, your Waffle Houses, your IHOPs. Honorable mention Cookout, trash. I said it needed to be.
I mean, it did though, because I had it one time.
It had its purpose.
It was probably $5. I got the $5 meal where you get everything, but it was really the Cookout is just quantity over quality. At the end of the day,
that's that
you get a whole lot for little.
That's that orange juice connection,
and they really market to college students for that reason.
So like anybody that ever says that they liked it,
that's the only time I had it.
You were either broke or you were a college student.
Broke or college.
If you say you liked it, you were either a broke or college student, and I get it. You can be both. You can be both. But look, just because we like something doesn't mean we can't grow from it.
Exactly. And it's like I had that one time only.
But I think mostly for me, late night eating it just helped for me because that's when I'm most productive. So it's fuel. So I kind of want to help them work with it.
Part of it too. It's like your body craving calories because it's keeping you up that late. You need something to eat.
Especially because I know I'm probably gonna skip my breakfast. Like I should.
Even if you just up watching TV or something, still burning calories that late, and your body need them.
That's right.
That's kind of like part of why people late night snack.
You gotta fuel your body, man. You gotta fuel your body. If you don't fuel your body, you ever not put gas in your tank for like a year?
No, you haven't. Like
people like skipping meals
and have it. Just like taking your car up to the shop, getting it maintained. You got to maintain.
There's some people that don't do that for sure.
Fuel and maintain, otherwise it's gonna break down and die.
You got to maintain the mainframe.
Maintain.
I gotta know. I wanna know your name, your name, your name. Why you gotta be anonymous? Just make sure you go.
That's great.
I got plans, but yeah, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. The Prince of R&B for me has not always been as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Jacquees.
Ooh, that's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, who you think? Okay, sidebar. Before we get to the Prince of R&B, who do you think samples the best? Tory Lanez or Jacquees?
Tory Lanez or Jacquees, man. Got to be. I don't know.
It's a lot. It's probably because it's so fuzzy because their songs are their covers are like the samples that they did were so good. You probably can't even think of. But you got Tory. The most recent, like probably biggest one was like what Jerry Sprunger, wasn't it? But like he used like I'm Sprung. But then you got Jacquees.
Jacquees really just be.
He sampled like a decent.
He don't even sample. He just cover people's songs.
Yeah,
completely.
Hey, he's like it's a cover. He's really.
And he just remove they whole. He just use that instrumental.
Hey, acapella cover with instrumental is crazy. Hey, you funny as a hey.
Really, that's his thing. Outside of like BED, his own song.
Oh, who had a tougher run though? You
And
know what?
like baby.
Because we can go in reverse era because we have a lot of older things up on the slate, which we may slide into part two of the Trap and B. Trap and B, we got the soul and Trap and B. YK Osiris or him?
Who had a longer run?
Who had, I guess, a bigger run or like
Jacquees.
Okay, facts. Okay,
Like YK Osiris ain't have but one song.
Okay, truthfully,
like, I can't name 3 or 4.
I think Jacquees I think YK came in just a better time, like because more TikTok was around. Because Jacquees probably had a long run of TikTok, like was more in his like
in his
window.
era.
Because like he'd had a few songs that would call. I mean, we could say that a lot of artists. We could say about a lot of artists, but
he had some songs. But like YK Osiris, he got one song and one feature. I remember.
What was the feature?
He was on one of the Baby songs whenever he dropped Kirk. And that's like the only one.
You know what's funny? You said the baby, and I just couldn't get out my head, Lil Baby. And in my head, you said Kirk. I said, and in my head, I said, who? And then I remember that from the baby.
Like,
and then I was like,
the album. He had his dad on the cover album.
Yeah, he passed.
And he was He had passed when he dropped the album.
Yeah. You said, yo, he said Lil Baby. I was thinking, Kirk.
I
was like, who the fuck is Kirk? And then I was like, duh, baby Kirk. I was like, I said,
duh, baby.
Yeah, the album was respect.
That was a good album though. That's the only time I remember YK Osiris on anything other than that one song he had.
The World or You Deserve It.
You just song.
He ain't fucking with it. He ain't fucking with it.
I did like that song though.
He just had No, okay, that's the more the modern. I guess we can go back in reverse order, like because you had. I might be skipping a few, but you had your J Holidays, your Neos,
Raheem Devon.
Yeah, you had your. It was earlier. Chris Brown's. Well, Chris Brown around for so long.
Omarion.
Marcus Houston. We can go in that whole pocket.
Houston,
the Raspberries,
Mario,
Marcus Houston's, the
Lloyds.
Who
else from the early 2000s made it? The Dream.
How you feel about The Dream? You cool with him?
I like The Dream. Like, really,
he do a lot of writing shit.
That's where the early Weekend got his sound from. Like whenever the Weekend was first coming out, I thought he was a Dream.
You know, the Weekend really had more of the look that the Dream like. Or let me say it like this: if the Dream came a little bit later, like as far as his actual music career, like if he like came out the scene a little bit later, and like he was like maybe taller or something, or like whatever, he probably would have had more of an appeal. But like I think when people saw his music videos, they were like, "This is what this nigga look like." I mean, no, I ain't no real shit. The Dream was tough as fuck. But I remember when I first heard him, I thought it was like a very like little like kid, like teenager. I just thought he hit like what's the name yet?
Like he was probably like super early.
And I was like, oh, this nigga like he's like a good.
And you look at it like he's like grown, like he's damn 30, 40 something years.
But I was like, it hit though. I was like, damn, it still hit. But I was like, man, this is not what I was, even like
that wasn't what I was expecting.
Yeah, for sure. But respect to him.
Like when T-Pain first came out.
T-Pain, yeah.
Respecting either.
Yeah.
Like when he first came out with that, I'm sprung, like dude, and then you see the video, like, oh, that's who this is.
I remember when I saw a bartender with him and Akon, I was like, yeah. I was like, well, he's from Florida. He got dreads.
Florida dread.
Yeah, that was like the first. Spunky. Yeah, for sure. I
wasn't expecting that.
Man, would you say Fetty Wap like was rap and R&B or like because he had Can I Get to the Yams?
Rap and R&B. I guess I wasn't really a big fan of him.
No, I feel it. Okay, Bryce and Tiller.
Like rap and R&B. He R&B. I ain't never heard no Bryce and Tiller rap song.
I mean, I don't know if it's one of them situations. If you ask him, he's a rap. Like if he say he a rapper or he's an artist. Some people, I'm a rapper, and some people say I'm an artist.
I mean, he kind of got a little rap elements in it, like whenever he singing and stuff.
You think his bars weak? We can dissect it. You think Tory Lane's harder than Bryson Tiller?
Rap wise, probably.
This career in a whole.
Them two, I would never really
compare.
They kind of hard to compare.
Who had a bigger impact, you think?
Bryson Tiller, the dang show back in 2016 when that Trap Soul came out.
Okay. Just left the world and said, fuck it.
Just said effort, man. But everybody was rocking them dad hats and them flannels back then.
Damn, them
With
dad
them
hats.
and the skinny jeans or flannels.
Yeah. Fuck.
You remember that was the time. That was the whole thing back then when he came out.
Oh, who had a bigger impact, Khalid or Bryson Tiller of that year? Just of that year, or like,
Khalid.
oh, really?
No, I'm like Khalid.
What you mean? Hold on, didn't Young Dumb and Broke come out in like 17 or 16?
Who?
Young Dumb and Broke? Come on,
I don't know.
man, don't play. So I am thinking, you know.
Only Khalid song that probably 2 songs I know.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie though. You gotta. I feel like Khalid might have hit harder though when he hit.
When did he start hitting?
I'm thinking
I don't remember him hitting until like 2019.
if I recall, he was out before I heard about him, like or he had Young Dumb and Broke like early, but basically by the time I heard about him, he was already like doing like maybe like a feature with like.
I heard about him when he came out with Talk. That's probably the only song I remember.
Yeah, that's like 2018.
I was like 18, 19.
Yeah. Oh, damn, I gotta go back in the archives. Man, y'all, we got crazy lists coming. We got tier lists. We got rankings coming because like, yo, this shit gets deep. This shit gets deep. It really does. Dang. He had a lot of work. Ooh.
I don't know, just like because I'm too much of a hip hop head.
Okay, I'm hip.
Like R&B is just like I pick and choose.
What do you
what I like?
What artists do you think in hip hop have mastered like a good like mix of rap and R&B, like just in like their music, not necessarily like maybe even a flow, but just like in their music? Like what rapper kind of gives you that a little bit of both still like in modern day?
You know what, they can do R&B and rap.
Yeah, I guess that they kind of make it a point.
Or they have like R&B elements. I mean, like going back to Tory, probably one of them.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, just
Tory, and then I don't like Rod Wave music for real, but I would say he probably one of them.
oh,
got that like R&B element, a lot of R&B.
He is a very
Wop, somewhat
tough one to case because I really wouldn't know what I would call him. Because it's like, okay, a rapper is a rapper, but what makes him not a rapper?
Good question.
Yeah, it's really subjective because you gotta ask some rappers.
Subjective.
Because I know because there's some rappers that can sing, like they actually can sing. Versus,
can sing too.
But you know, early in the music industry, you had to be able to sing. You had to like be able to hold notes and shit like that. Like you had to like actually like know octave scales and shit. Nowadays, it's not necessarily so much like because you can kind of get like played without having to go through certain things. So like,
and then you got singers that can rap too. And Chris Brown, one of them.
You got any more though?
He can rap.
I'm with you. I'm blank right
singer
now.
that can rap. It's probably some. I'm not even. I know of, but I can't think of.
I'd have to get back to you on it.
I can't think of him right now.
They said R. Kelly was tough. They said he has bars.
R. Kelly.
Nah, I'm talking about.
When you ever heard an R. Kelly rap song?
Nah, but like, who do you think had a better career than him?
R. Kelly?
Yeah, like musically wise, like on stage, productivity, music. Would you say Chris Brown has passed R. Kelly in like, yeah? Like I guess hit for hit. Well, I guess Chris Brown just like the length of how he's been around. Like I guess
he's been around a while.
Damn. Okay. Who else is clearing R. Kelly though? Like I really past like 04, 05, I guess. Even though you're not like too crazy, but like. Dang, I really can't think of anybody really just crushing R&B since like early 2000s.
Was crushing R&B in the early 2000s.
Beyonce's pop, right?
She kind of pop R&B.
Rihanna's pop?
I would say she pop.
Dang. I can't even think nobody could preach like that.
Like pop, yeah.
Cause you had your Avant, you had your neo soul, but like neo soul was just kind of like not really necessarily. Like Anthony Hamilton, like Avant,
Anthony
Soul
Child, Charlie Wilson.
You know, what's that? Light skinned dude. Not Common. I mean, but you had your Commons. You had, you know,
Anthony Hamilton. Ain't that
it might be.
You see, that'd be stuff you hearing when you go to that wasn't really on the radio too much back then.
That was on like some was it WDLT? That was on like WDLT for real. Because it wasn't no that gospel when it was on that one. Because they had
that's something you listen to with your aunt that listen to Erykah Badu too much.
Fantasia. You remember that? You remember that run? I don't know, man. Fantasia had a run just on the radio.
Man, she had that's American Idol. They her.
I can name a few. You know, they had When I See You. Man, When I See You went crazy.
Went crazy in the hood.
Hey, just when it came on, it's like, hey, and you just over there, you ain't even mad for it. You just look like.
I ain't really care for that song, but you couldn't help but be like, hey.
And it's like some songs like they ain't like, you know, just because a song has like maybe like a content of something. If it's an upbeat song, sometimes I still fuck with it. Like regardless of like the lyrical content, sometimes like if it's an upbeat type of beat, I ain't gonna. They could be like saying some sad ass shit, but if it's an upbeat, I'm not listening to it for that. Like I'm listening to it for 3 minutes of straight instrumental.
So you know who needed her versus Keisha Cole?
Oh, at first I thought you meant her, like
no,
the artist.
No, her.
Or her versus Keisha Cole. Who had a bigger run though?
You gotta ask the hood chicks for that one. That went platinum in the hood. Keisha Cole.
That is a crazy back to back. I might, if I'm thinking,
bigger run.
She might have managed her run a little better, but I can't say that for sure. But I feel like I may have remembered hearing Keisha Cole in a later year than Fantasia at like a newer song. But I ain't gonna lie, she can tour that. She can tour that for the rest of her life though. When I See You, she can go from here to Hong Kong with that bit.
On me.
Never know we in my she do like a DMX hologram. We gotta be. I'm talking about like.
Boy, that went diamond in
that shit right. Just like anything Timberland touched, it went diamond in the hood. Bro. Or in the, hell, anything mainstream, you'll be in the mall. It's about like man, Timberland, he probably had his hand in a lot of shit too. Like, there's a lot of shit you probably don't even know he had. Like, cause you know that's how like when somebody
you can tell if it's like a Timberland beat.
Oh, for sure.
Just very
imagine
creative.
Nigga doing this. Like that's how you know it's Timberland. If you can imagine yourself doing this to the beat in like 04, oh yeah, it's Timberland beat. Cause that's when he was doing
this. He was real big with the creative, like the sampling and putting the bass.
Oh yeah,
bass in certain like drum patterns in his beat. Sure. You can tell, like, yeah, this is a Timberland.
Oh beat. Yeah, 100%. You know, I do appreciate y'all for joining this episode, and I want to say thank you for joining. Also, don't forget to tune in several platforms. More content coming out. What you got for us closing out?
Stay warm because it's cold out here. If you got New Year resolutions, stick to them, but don't be shouting them out to the whole world because you might squander them doing that.
You might have said something.
You know what I'm saying, man? Just put your head down, stay locked in, reach your goals, and stay warm.
Please stay warm. Leave something better than you found it. Don't forget to recycle and drink your water. That's all I got here. Remember, if it ain't right, get rice.